Hello guys. Welcome to Diablo the Primordial. This video is the continuation video after Super Strong Rimuru. So if you have not watched it, then please watch it. The link is in the description. And please check out my second channel Top Anime Sensei for the light novel of Tensei Shitara. So without any further delay, let's start. But before we start, please like, subscribe and press the bell icon so you don't miss the updates. Without my knowing, it seemed the means of communication had increased. Seal-san was really full of mysteries. It's okay. There's no problem. No, it's not that. Oh well, whatever. She might be not lying, but I didn't think she said the truth either. It can't be. I am Veldanava. I won't accept this. If only I have Raphael. The real Lucia will acknowledge me. Velda shouted as if he went mad and attacked me without care of anything, but his weak attacks wouldn't work on me. I easily repelled his sword and blew Velda away for the second time. I guess it was not a fight anymore. His heart was broken too. What was left for me was to deal the final blow. When I thought so, it's Rimuru's victory. I heard Guy said that. Hey, if you say something like that. Wait Guy. When you say something like that, if I remember correctly, you will set off a flag. Saying something like that is quite famous in the industry, you know. That's right. I also studied Rimuru's manga. It's taboo to say something like that, you know. Ramirez and Milam came to stop Guy faster than I was. However, not just Guy, the true Dragon Sisters also joined the fray. What are you guys trying to say? No matter how you look at it, isn't this Rimuru's complete victory? That's true, Velda has tremendous power for a fake, but as I expected, he's not comparable with the real Inoue. He doesn't seem to be a match for that absurd slime. The two of them eagerly said those words as if the crisis had passed. Like I said, it'll be a lead up before the enemy gets stronger, so stop with statements like that. That's right, that's right. They called this cliché, you know? Milam shouted and Ramirez agreed to her. However, they were already too late. Foo foo foo, ha 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 ha. Velda stood up while laughing. Have he lost it? No, rather than that, his expression is. I knew it. It was as I had expected, Rimuru-san. With a smile I knew very well, he called me with his clear voice. This sensation, this guy is without a doubt. Is that you, Yuki? Yes, long time no see. As I expected, Velda couldn't win against you. However, it's not a problem. He had earned me plenty of time. Well, shall we start, the final battle between you and me? While still smiling, Yuki said so and pointed Veldanava's sword at me. I knew it was my honest thoughts. I calmly pondered in the middle of a fierce sword fight. To begin with, why would he need a 1-month delay? If we fought in that place that day, I didn't know what the outcome would be. If he had sent Chloe toward me at that time, while I wouldn't lose, the fight would still be difficult. If he used Velda's power, he should be able to handle Veldora and Velgrind while I was being toyed with by Chloe. Moreover, Kigali, Vega and the Angels could have killed Diablo and the others. There were people who could use unique skills such as teleportation. Like Mai too, I think that the prediction wasn't wrong altogether. Even according to Seal-san's calculation, our chance of winning wasn't high, just around 40%. Although, if I could kill Chloe without hesitation, our chance of winning would be over 80% and the situation would be reversed. That's why I thought they acted carefully since they feared I would act without hesitation, but I changed my mind after I saw the Angels Assembly and the explosion phenomenon this time. Or rather, I'm convinced. Velda, whose goal is to destroy the world, would have been more advantageous if he could do that. Because everything would have been better for him if he were to hold down and eliminate us by making the energy of the Angels go berserk. What was the reason for why he didn't do that? He wants to buy time. I and Seal agreed on the same thing. Although he disappeared while saying plausible things at the end, what if all of that was Yuki's acting? All pieces seemed to fit together. Kukuku, ha ha ha, this is really unexpected. I didn't expect it, really. You'd be the most dangerous of all. Bravo, Rimuru-san. I really did want to end the world with my own hands. But, unfortunately, I really can't imagine myself winning against you. Not to mention, even that demon over there. Your power is just too insane. That chills I got when we first met was right on the money. I should have ended you back then. Did I lose my marbles somewhere? Well, it doesn't matter at all now. No, in fact, if you can stop me, that'd just be the will of the world. I guess, we'll decide the rest. Hey. Goodbye, Rimuru-san. I kinda liked you a bit too. Honestly, we could have been friends, you know. I ended up honestly trusting those words. He changed into Velda at the end with those words, and I thought that Yuki had told me his true intention. However, I was wrong. It was already too late at this point. Perhaps he had started since we first met. I must admit that he acted splendidly. I was even outwitted. Although Seal seemed to have doubts about it, she couldn't find any definite fault. I was gullible enough to believe Yuki's words. On the contrary, she had said that she suspected that it was some kind of a ruse. While I laughed it off that she might be overthinking it, but if it meant something, what was it? The two of us made the prediction over it. That answer, we concluded, was, isn't his goal for the 1-month delay to buy himself some time? Or something like that. And that was the right answer. Yuki gradually made the power as his own inside Velda. You've deceived me until the end to buy yourself some time. Haha, you figured it out. 100 points for you, Rimuru-san. Well, it seems that Velda was completely deceived about that too. Hey, there's a saying, to fool the enemy, first deceive your allies, after all, right? Stop with your bullshit, I really believed you. Haha, that what they called as naive, you know? For you to believe the words of your enemy, your mind is really simple, you know, Rimuru-san. Yuki mockingly shrugged his shoulders. Looking at him, Diablo and Milim gnashed their teeth while shooting nothing but death glares towards Yuki. However, the aura emanated from Yuki, which was incomparable from before, coerced and made them unable to move their body at all. What a terrifying growth, no, evolution. Our weapons were on equal terms, but I felt mine was inferior. Veldanava's sword didn't budge even after it was struck by Veldora's sword. And Yuki, who wielded it skillfully, parried the impact unlike Velda. How did you get this much power? I don't feel I need to tell you, but well, I did make you wait for 1 month, I guess I could tell that much. It's really simple. I just suppressed Velda and turned him into my subordinate. After I fully analyzed his power, I also completely analyzed Velda's knowledge and understood all of it. Thanks to that, I could easily get the power of an awakened hero too. Lucky for me, I also stole some of Leon's power. After that, I just changed our relationship from 50-50 relation into a complete domination with me in charge. Oh yeah, it was easy because Rimuru-san had crushed Velda's hope and broke his heart. Thanks for that. Yuki replied smilingly. I regretted asking, as what this guy said didn't always meant the truth. I was curious and unintentionally asked, but I could get deceived again if I carelessly speak with him. Although I had pompously reprimanded it was unfunny as I got myself deceived too. Talking more than this with him was dangerous, and I would rather concentrate on the fight with my full power. I assume that Yuki's words just now are true, but I agree that talking more than this is dangerous. Seal seemed to have sensed the danger too and agreed with my opinion. A top-class trickster was so troublesome to deal with. As I took pride that I wouldn't be deceived easily, I felt angry that I ended up being led around by the nose by someone. However, if I got caught in too much, it would lead to a great failure. I couldn't really laugh at with this. From our conversation just now, Yuki had said that he got the power of an awakened hero. Then, it wouldn't be strange for him to have the power of an awakened demon lord too, even if he didn't say it. After all, his subordinate, Kazarium, was also an awakened demon lord. Hero and demon lord, powers of different natures, were united in the same will called Velda, and a being who could control that power as it pleased. That would be what Yuki had become now. Surprisingly, it was clear that the current Yuki had an equal power to me. However, for Rimuru-san to be the one who had Raphael, I had thought that was possible, but just as I expected, since my plan didn't work out smoothly, I suspected you might have anticipated them. However, I didn't expect the skill that Velda was looking for was in the hand of Rimuru-san, his biggest enemy. This has really made Velda look like a clown. He's so laughable, right? As soon as I thought about ending our conversation, Yuki spoke as if to block me from doing so. What a tough opponent. I parried Yuki's sword and slashed him back while keeping my mouth shut. Haha, don't be so wary like that. You see, Velda believed that he was Veldanava's reincarnation. There's no way that could be true. What a foolish guy. It was no more than an ability. It was Veldanava's original ability, so I had him inherit all of the memories. In other words, Velda was just a similar existence like Kondo and Damrata, whom were called back with memory orb. He's a pathetic manas that's even inferior to the irregular being like Rudra. What a fool, isn't he? A tool that didn't even have dragon factor, and yet he misunderstood everything. However, even a fool like Velda was capable enough as a support for me. After all, I can control all of Veldanava's abilities now. Yuki kept on blabbering about things even though I wasn't asking. Was his plan was to confuse me with the conversation? However, his plan was actually quite successful. It was because it made me unable to concentrate very well. Even though we were in the midst of a fight, Yuki's words disturbed my thoughts. Good grief, what a really troublesome guy he was. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. And if you guys have not watched my earlier videos, then please watch them. The links are in the description. And please check out my other channel Top Anime Sensei for the light novel of Tensura. And don't forget to like, subscribe and press the bell icon so you don't miss the updates.